And welcome back to Hannity's America. As we just saw, the John Doe protection provision came back into play this week. And in the hot seat, I face off with Hamas attorney Stanley Cohen, who has some very interesting and very shocking thoughts about them. I want to go through this slowly with you because of your background, the controversy, the positions you've had, the statements you've made. Because in light of 9/11, in light of the war on terror, you take a very, what I believe to be extreme position. Let's start with, you have represented the political wing of the terror group Hamas. How long did you represent them?
You mean the democratically elected Hamas government, who I continue to represent the political leadership in a variety of capacities
So you still
since 1995.
You still are representing Hamas, I believe, and most people believe to be a terrorist group.
Most people believe Israel's a terrorist entity, and Hamas is not.
The motto of the Islamic resistance movement: Allah is its goal, the Prophet is its model to be followed, the Quran is its constitution, jihad is its way, and death for the sake of Allah's loftiest desire.
Written in 1988, wasn't it around the same time that George Bush said he was opposed to nation building?
Rather than,
we're talking about...
I'm asking you, do you support the group you represent and what they say is their stated goal?
I support a responsible, appropriate, and equitable resolution of this 60-year diaspora.
That's a cute answer, but, Attorney, I'm going to hold you to what their motto is: Allah is its goal, the Prophet its model to be followed, the Quran its constitution, and jihad, holy war, its way.
Did you support separate but equal? Did you support slavery law? It is a document that goes back to 1988.
Do you support jihad being its way?
Do you know what jihad means?
Holy war.
Jihad doesn't mean holy war. Jihad means literally to do good things for the people.
Very interesting, because I hear a guy that trashes his own country, and I'll admit America's... Let me finish.
I trash a lot of countries.
I'll admit America's imperfect, but I will say that America put in place the ability to right its wrong, correct its injustices, and has done so. I will say that America is the country that freed 50 million people between Iraq and Afghanistan. You won't acknowledge it. But more importantly...
Freed what? So that they can die and be occupied?
No, so that they can go to school and work and have a life.
Who's going to school and working in Iraq right now? Iraq is an occupied country where thousands of people are being killed every day. They can't even walk out of their house. That's liberty?
And so I hear you trash your own country, and then...
Listen.
Excuse me, let me finish the question. And then I hear a guy that takes money from a terrorist organization that has in its own charter, which you just gently dismiss as words.
You take money.
Oh, you don't get paid by Hamas? You've never gotten a dime from a Hamas. Nope. And so you represent the terror organization for free.
I have done pro bono work for lots of people all over the world.
And so you've never been paid by
Hamas,
by the terror
not
group.
A red penny.
We have 6 imams that get on an airplane.
Right.
They're about 140 pounds. They're asking for seatbelt extenders.
Okay.
They're talking favorably about Saddam Hussein and Osama bin Laden. Okay.
All right.
And so other people in light of 9/11 are suspicious. Here's some of the passengers.
We all were sitting down, and these men just didn't get it. You know, we had our seatbelts on. We had been sitting down for 15 minutes, and they kept getting up out of their seats, walking back and forth to each other from the front of the plane to the rear of the plane to the middle of the plane. For whatever reason, it just caused so much suspicion. Everybody was fearful. You know, passengers were kind of glancing at each other, watching them, comments. You know, people behind us had comments about somebody should do something.
They're scaring people. That's terrorism. It's working.
Does that sound suspicious?
No.
All right, so if a skinny guy is asking for a seatbelt extender on a plane and speaking favorably about Saddam Hussein and Osama bin Laden, that's not suspicious
Listen,
to
you want to know what?
Answer the question.
No.
So if somebody speaks favorably about Osama bin Laden on an airplane, that's not suspicious to you.
You want to know what?
That's not suspicious. I want you to answer.
No, because the guys you have to be afraid of are not the guys speaking suspiciously on planes.
So a guy that's getting on a plane and talks favorably about Osama bin Laden.
Let a judge and jury decide whether it was reasonable or not. So why are you afraid to let the system run its course?
If you don't think that's reasonable, well, I guess that's why you support a terrorist organization.
No, I guess it's because I'm a lawyer, and I believe that's why you have courts and you have judges and you have juries.
Who are you supporting for president? Now, you know you hate George Bush so much. Who's the terrorist lawyer's candidate?
I probably, if I were smart, what I would name is McCain, and that would then be the kiss of death.
Yeah, okay, but he's already not doing well. Who?
I haven't decided yet.
Who are you leaning towards?
I haven't decided yet.
You like Hillary?
I kind of like Bloomberg.
Bloomberg.
Yeah, Bloomberg.
That would be Bloomberg.
Bloomberg. Sorry about that. Legal documents.
You like Bloomberg?
I like Bloomberg.
Yeah. I'm surprised you don't like Hillary. She did sue Arafat some years ago.
I don't like Hillary Clinton. I don't like, for a lot of reasons.
And coming up on Hannity's America,